everybody. Welcome. Today I get to talk to you about our TrueCut system and show you a really easy quilt. It looks complicated, but it's not, and I'm excited to show it to you. So let me just jump in and talk about our TrueCut really quick. I just want to just recap of why we came out with TrueCut. My brother, when we came out with it, he decided that there needed to be a cutting system that would make the cutting for the quilts easier, safer, and more accurate. And so we developed the rotary cutters with a guide to go over a track on the rulers. So you'll notice that all of our rulers have what we call as a track, and it's just a built-up piece of plastic that keeps you locked into place. And as you're cutting, you see that little space in between there? You put that over the track and you just ride along it. So it doesn't allow you to deviate and move. So you get nice, straight, even cuts, even when you're cutting with the triangle rulers. So it keeps it more accurate when you're ready to start sewing, and which is really important because we like our blocks to look nice and square and the seams come together. So this is what I'm going to show you today is my Sew Easy quilt, and I just want to talk to you about how I found this. So I was looking for a rug for my house, and I saw this design, and it's this one right here. And you see, it looks really, really complicated, but I was looking at it a little closer, and I thought, hey, all that is 60-degree triangles put together. And then I figured out how to make it easier to sew together by sewing strips. So you will align the triangles in different ways all the way down your quilt, and then you'll sew it. So you'll sew it a strip at a time. So I just kind of, as I was looking at it, thought, hey, that would be a really cool quilt to cut out and sew together and then quilt. So I'm going to show you my little process of how I came out with that. So anyway, I didn't have sizes of my strips, so I just kind of guessed, okay? So you don't have to use my specific strip sizes. You can deviate and do your own thing, which I encourage because I love quilters who will see something and make it their own. So this is just to encourage you as you're looking at other people's quilts and things like that, that you will make it your own and not follow me exactly, unless you want to. I'm not here to say one way or the other, but I just want to encourage you to move forward and do something that you like to enhance your quilts. So anyway, what I did is I decided that I would use 2.5 and 1.5 inch strips. So what I did is first of all, this is a learning curve for me because I've never done this before, so I have some things to learn and some things to show you, some tricks that I found out along the way. So for my green and blue and white one, I made a 1.5 inch strip and then 2.5 inch strips, okay? So you just need to cut those out, and you need 3 different colors. So you'll need a dark, a medium, and a light color to just get the effect of it, of what the box, the illusion is what I'm trying to say. So just make sure that you don't have to use the colors that I choose, but do we want to put those colors up right now, Bryant? So let me just show you some ideas. And Bryant's put some different colors up, and they look really pretty and very neat. So there's just some ideas for you. I'm cutting out a red, white, and blue one, and my blue, white, and green. So just know that that's what I'm working on today. So on my 60 degree, it is 8 inches from top to bottom. Yes, and what I'm going to do is cut out my triangles at 6.5, okay? And let me just tell you that this 60-degree triangle is on sale, so if you want to purchase it, which I encourage you to purchase it, because there's so many designs that you can make with the 60-degree triangle, not even just this quilt, there are so many others. It's easy to sew together. So it is coupon code E as in Edward, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, and Y as in yellow, 60. That's EASY60. And if you'll put that code in, you get 20% off on your 60-degree ruler. So it's a great little purchase if you haven't gotten one. So anyway, for your strips, you're going to need blue and green and a green and blue strip. You'll need 6 sets of strips to make your block. So you'll want the blue, let me just show you here. You'll want the blue and the green strips. You'll want the blue and white strip. You'll want a green and white strip, because those will go together, and then you'll want the green, so you want the opposites. You want the green and blue strips, and then you'll want the white and blue strips, and then this one here is the green and white. So you have just the opposites. So I have the opposite of the green and the white, the opposite of the blue and white, and then I have the opposite of the green and the blue. So that will make your square. And then, as you're cutting your strips, just want to show you how nice the holes are in the ruler. If you haven't seen them or you haven't used them, this was my opportunity to show you how easy it is to line things up. And I'm just going to get my white out here. And sorry, it's a little wrinkled. I had to iron my red, but I didn't think I needed to iron my white. But sometimes it's a good idea to iron if you need to. And I want to get everything out the way so I don't cut on my triangles that I've already cut. And because I've opened this up and I know that my edges probably aren't exactly, I'm just going to cut another simple edge. And I'm just going to take it and I'm going to line it up along my 23-inch, and I'm going to lay it so that my top and my bottom are right on there. And I'm just going to hold it in place because it's just right along this edge. And I'm going to just move. And see how it made it nice and steady and straight, and it didn't move back and forth? That's what's nice about that guide. Okay, so just want to show you how easy it is to line up my 2.5 inch. Okay, so here's my 2.5 inch right here. I don't know if you can see it. And because of the holes, I know right here, I'm lining it up top to bottom, and the holes just make it easier. See how I've got half of it on that hole? All the way down. And I'm just going to hold it in the middle there. I'm going to take my cutter, put my guide over it, and then just cut. And you just get a nice, straight, even cut every time. And you don't deviate, and it just works really well. So if you haven't purchased it, I know we're running some promotional specials on the True Cut. The Comfort Cutter, because it has the curved handle, makes it easier on your wrist and your shoulders, because you're actually getting more pressure, force pushing down because you're over the top of it. So it's like you don't have to have as much pressure. Now you can use it the way the guys like to hold it, or you can hold it like I do. I like my thumb over it. I think my thumb has a little more strength. But sometimes if you have carpal tunnel or problems with your wrist, then holding it like this isn't the proper way. So try it with your finger over it because it'll keep it more aligned, nice and straight. And it just takes a little getting used to, 1 or 2 cuts, and then you'll be hooked, and you won't be able to go back to a straight cutter. But I do have my straight cutter here. Now notice that this straight cutter, you can remove the guide if you want to. So for cutting multiple layers at a time, which I wouldn't cut a huge amount because your accuracy isn't as good when you're cutting several layers. However, with this guide, you can only cut up to maybe 4 layers, probably not anymore. Without the guide, you could probably cut up to 8. So just know that if you have a block that doesn't need to be as accurate and you want to cut more layers, then take the guide off and cut more layers. So I just wanted to also show you how well the sharpener works. As I always have the sharpener by my cutting station, and because as you're cutting, you don't want to stop. You're in the groove and you just want to get it done. It's not one of my favorite things to do at all. So I'm just going to open it up, and you don't have to take the blade out or anything. And so notice, I don't know if you can see, that the stone is right here on this side. So I will be sharpening this side right here. And so I'm just going to push it right here, and you don't have to hold on to it. Just go down it, and this really works. And then you'll just turn it, and then you'll sharpen the other side. And you can hear it, and then you can see. And it really sharpens. And so I'm just going to cut a 1.5 inch piece right here and show you. Now, it has a tendency to slide because I don't have my guide on, but yeah, my blade was getting dull. There we go. And it just keeps you cutting. So some great tools, and check it out at our True Cut store. And yeah, it's a great purchase. Anyway, so enough of that cutting. I want to show you how easy it is to take your 60-degree ruler and cut. I'm just going to take this blue and white here, and I'm going to show you. So this is my top, this is my bottom, and I'm going to line it up. And like I said, I made those 6.5. I'm going to make these 7 because it's a different, it's the red, white, and blue quilt. And I'm going to get, what's nice is I have the guide, so as I'm cutting, I'm going to be able to go straight up, and then I'm going to be able to hook it onto this, and then come down this direction. There we go. And it works out really nice. And so, you can turn it around and do one on the opposite side if you want, coming back down this way. But you want to make sure that you've got it the correct size. And then you'll just come back down. And then there's that one. So I'm really getting 2 blocks. And you can turn it back and forth, or you can just go down, back and forth. But you just want to keep it nice and straight and accurate, and you don't want it too big. So I'm going to just line it up again. I'm just going to have a little bit of waste, not too much, as I'm cutting. And then I'm just going to come back down this way. So if I was using just a straight cutter, then I'd have a tendency to veer off. But with this guide, I'm not going to veer off, so I'm just going to have a little waste. So That's how you'll be cutting your little triangles. Now, once you have the triangles complete, you're going to start sewing them together. And let me get my little... So once you have your group of triangles, and you'll have 6 triangles to make one hexagon. And this is how you'll sew it together. So you'll lay it out, okay? And I lay out all my quilts so that as I pick them up a block at a time, it's just easier rather than having to unpick because you've turned it the wrong direction when you've taken it to the sewing machine to start sewing. So I lay mine all out, and my cat loves to play on my quilts. And so I have to cover them with a blanket, but this is how you'll bring them together and you'll sew them together. So notice how I have them turned, and then I'm sewing the strips. And that's how you're going to sew it. So just makes it easy. Very easy. All right. All right, and I just wanted to show you. Okay, so here's my strip that I've been working on. So I will have 2 quilts. And notice at the top here, I have these little ears. These are what I will cut off right here. So I have a 1/4 inch seam, and I'm just going to cut it off nice and straight and then put my border on. But I will have that all done, and I will have some really good instructions for you for how to put it together. But it is an easy quilt. It's not complicated or hard at all. Just, takes time. And I like things that go together really quick, but there are times that you just have to take your time and make sure that you're cutting it out nice and straight and putting it together. So, there's a little learning curve in there, but it's going to be one fun quilt. And so I will have both of those ready to show you next week when we get back together. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to free motion quilt one, and on the other one we're going to use the automation, and so that you can get a little feel for free motion quilting and learn a little bit about the automation. I'm very excited to show you both techniques. It just makes it a lot more fun and easier, and I just really want to encourage you to jump in and check out our True Cut line. I'm not kidding. From the sharpeners to the rulers to the rotary cutters, you won't find a better system to help you with your quilting and cutting to keep you safe from cutting your fingers, to keep you more accurate, which is so important, and to make it easier on your neck and shoulders, because quilters, we do a lot of bending of our heads, and I constantly am feeling this, and you're probably going to the chiropractor a lot, so this can really help eliminate a lot of stress and strain on your wrist and your shoulders and your neck. So make sure that you check that out. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Okay. It says. Oh, okay. She says she's suburban, and she says, I'm very upset. I'm a hand quilter, and the leg on my Grace Z44 split 2 days ago. You're welcome to contact us and get a replacement for that. We still have replacement parts for the Z44, so give us a call. It's 800-264-0644. And Louise Armstrong, she says, I love the Santa quilt. How do I get the pattern and recommendations? Oh, so the Santa quilt behind me, yeah, it's a 60-degree triangle right here. It's the same thing. And so, yeah, we'll find the pattern, and we will make sure that that's available for you to get. So email me if you're interested in that. It's Karla with a K, K-A-R-L-A at Grace, G-R-A-C-E, frame, F-R-A-M-E.com. And I'll be more than happy to direct you where that pattern is. So just let me know. Okay, so anyway, I just want to express my thanks to all of you for joining me today. I knew that this would be a little quick demonstration, but I just was very excited to show you the cutting. And I didn't want to sit there and sew in front of you. Everybody knows how to sew. I just wanted to show you how to cut out the quilt and get you excited to get the pattern. And show you next week my finished product and how easy it came together, and we'll get started quilting. And we are going to learn a few easy techniques on free motion quilting, and I'm going to show you how easy it is just to use the automation. It's not hard at all to make the quilts your own, and using your own designs is a lot of fun. So make sure you join me next week, and we'll have another discount code. But the discount code for this week is EASY, E-A-S-Y. That's Edward, Apple, Sally, Yellow, 60. So EASY 60 for 20% off on your 60-degree ruler. And I really encourage you to check out our True Cut line, and make sure that you get all the nice little discounts that they're offering right now. So go to truecut.com or go to graceframe.com and click on True Cut, and you'll see all these amazing, this amazing cutting system. So thank you for joining me, and I wish you all the very best, and I'll see you next week.